Is it just me, or are these charges on Russell Brand pretty suspect? I feels like there's a major attack against free speech lately, and everybody kind of knew people were going to be coming for him when he kept speaking out against the plans of the elite, the way the media is pretty much an arm of pharmaceutical companies and basically just a marketing machine for the plans of elites. And it's not only Russell Brand, it's also, I've noticed, different people speaking out, being attacked for free speech, um, where the only crime is what they've said, which wasn't necessarily hate speech, which might be a different thing. But when people are being not only attacked, but criminally charged for speaking their mind, that makes things pretty scary. We saw it with COVID, how everything was kind of censored. Social media was using their algorithm to be able to limit comments made against the narrative. Now, don't get me wrong, sexual assault is huge, it's a big deal. But I wonder why all of these accusers are anonymous at this point. And that's a charge that you can level against somebody, and it pretty much is indisputable. Now, perhaps you're all for it. You're all for these different attacks on people that you don't like. Maybe you're on the left side of politics and you feel like these people's voice is dangerous and should be shut down. But what happens when the power that's being used to criminally attack these people changes hands? What happens when it's Republicans that are running the show? And what happens when you speaking pro-abortion might become an issue? Or when you speaking about trans rights might become an issue, and your actual speech regarding those subjects is now criminalized? As the past should tell us, and as we should see, once these powers go into effect, they're used by both sides of the coin, both Democrats and Republicans. So I think that's something important to consider here when you might be rooting for these charges against people like Donald Trump, Russell Brand, InfoWars reporter, and others. It might represent your political views in the current time, but if that shifts, that's a scary situation. They divide us and then they go after one side until there's nobody left to stand up for the other side. They've got us broken up into little groups, and as long as our group isn't attacked and as long as our group is okay, we don't represent the other groups. But I think that's so divisive and that's so dangerous right now, especially with the way things are going. It can turn on a dime. It can be your side at any point. You can be the target. So hopefully this video does not get removed from YouTube, but I felt I would make it anyways.